My name is Emma. Hello again, and welcome to my channel. Oh my god. I've been going crazy watching Stranger Things, and it's so funny because there's this one scene where there's this one girl, oh my god, come on, and I can't remember her name. And she's the one with who listens to that Kate Bush song, and she's the one with the headphones. And she's like, to me, it feels like she's stuck in hell, and she's racing and running for her life to get out of there, and she has like that window, like that light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. And she's running for her dear life to jump into that portal. And it is just so heart-wrenching and gripping. It's like, oh my God. And I can't help but to watch it over and over again because, we live like that. Every day we're trying to reach to that light at the end of the tunnel. And maybe not all of us, maybe some of us have an easy street, and you don't think about things like that or that ever going through in your life. But the majority of vast of people, if you really see it and if you really acknowledge it, they go exactly through that. And I'm like, I don't know how many times I played it over and over again. It just, a lot of people, I don't see they get overexcited for no big reason. No. If you knew how it was like to go through so much in your life, and you're like, you can't take it anymore, and you're just trying to see a light at the end of the tunnel, and then when you finally see it, you're like, you would do everything and anything you can to get there, And so I watched Stranger Things ever since, what do you call it, from my grandson, was talking to me about it. I'd seen it, a few times. I heard about it, but it didn't really grip me at the time. Anyway, I am making mastacholi real quick, and I'm already done. And I already got the boiling water in there, and I'm gonna dump it out right now. I figure, sometimes when you're trying to do quick meals, sometimes, because the grandkids, they really don't eat that much. I was just telling my daughter, they eat like birds, especially the little one. He barely eats. Oh, I'm trailing all this all the way over here. So I don't make massive meals like I used to. Like I said, I'm a widow. So I really don't cook as much as I used to. And then I have the ground beef. I put that in there, just very little. I barely put any more ground beef, and I barely do it only because, I don't know, I guess the fat of the ground beef makes the noodles more thicker and tastier. And it just doesn't taste right. I usually buy ragu, but when I went to the store, they didn't have ragu, so I got the Prego sauce. And I'm trying to see if I don't need too much, but this is like overwhelming sauce. I'm sorry, I was sniffling because I'm over here crying over that dumb scene. It just takes my heart away. Yeah, so my grandson was the one that really got me into it. I heard about it, but I never really got into it. And then, I was like, just a thought, because, I grew up in that era, that, 70s and the 80s. So I know what it feels like to live in those days. And, when life was just, you were able to, in that generation, I'm just adding a little bit Italian seasoning just to give it a little bit more taste. You were able to accomplish anything in that generation. There was just so much available to you. And some of the scenes just took me back. Like, oh my God, you talking about nostalgia. It just took me back to it. And I'm like, didn't know it was, you know, that kind of film. But then when I started watching it and seeing season after, you know, season, and watching these kids grow up, that even blew me even more away, because you literally saw them grow up like overnight, like literally. I mean, yeah, it took years for them to do the films, but to us, when you don't see it and then you do so many years later, you can't believe, you know, how much the difference. And there it is, quick, easy, Master Choli. Well, I don't have Master Choli. I have, what was it? I'm over here digging through the garbage. It was, again, it was the, what do you call it, Aldi brand Rotini. The Rotini. But it's pasta. It's the same, you know. So, yeah, all done. And I heat it up for a little bit. Get the Parmesan cheese. And they should be coming home in about another 10 minutes. This way, by the time they come home, they'll be already nice and warm. And that's it. And I have a salad. I always wash dishes, so I'm gonna wash this in a minute. So, yeah. And that's what's for dinner tonight. It would have been nice if I had some garlic bread. But then you have to put on the oven. You know, it's too hot to put on the oven. But yeah, just, oh my God, just this film, it just, and then Halloween is coming around, and you're watching, you know, the house that they go into, and it looks like a massive haunted, demonized house, you know. But perfect timing for Halloween season. I mean, you want to, you know, have a Halloween, you know, do a binge. That's the perfect one to watch. Stranger Things. If they're gonna do a season 5, I don't know. It sounds like it's in the works, but it's not promising. So I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do a season 5. But it's good. It's good. And then my grandson, he's into watching another one called The Lock and Key, or Key and Lock. No, Lock and Key. It's also on Netflix. And when it's about having all these keys, and you open the keys, or the doors. The keys open the doors, and you have to have the image in your head for it to be real on the other side. And you know, I guess he goes, "Oh, Grandma's good. You got to give it a chance, you know, just like you did with Stranger Things." I go, "Yeah, but Stranger Things was really fast paced. This is like taking forever to get to the point." And he goes, "Oh, we just gotta watch a few more episodes." And I was like, okay. So, yeah. So right now, I'm gonna, my, what is it called? Sure Shot? The thing I was trying to film on Sure Shot, I think it's called. I forgot what the heck it was called. I always forget everything, I swear. And, for editing, you know, videos, it's just not working for me on my phone. I think the last video I did, it looked so crappy, and I was like, and it wants me to delete so much stuff, like make room, delete this, you have too much, delete that. I'm like, I'm deleting practically everything. What else do you want me to take out? You won't upload the darn thing. It's like, what else do you want me to do? So I said, you know what? For footage sake, and so they could look better, I'm just going to use my camera. Because I could put more time on the camera, and it won't give me a hassle of how it's going to look. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing this on my camera instead. Sure Shot? Ah, Jesus. I'd have to get my phone. In fact, do I have it with me? No, I usually have it in my bag. Anyway, you know which one I'm talking about. InShot, right? InShot? But anyway, that's what's for dinner. And I have some die cuts, some Halloween die cuts, and I'm gonna get going on those. And color and see what I can do with them. They're pretty cool. They're Halloween die cuts, and it's like a hearse. It's like a hearse, I think it is, and bats, and a haunted house. So I'm gonna die cut those. I'm gonna stamp them out, color them, and then put them through the die cut machine and see how they come out, and see how or what I'm gonna use them on, because I'm not really sure. Haven't started on my book yet. I'm still doing that. I have to figure out how to make an ebook, because I don't know how to do that either. Jesus. Okay. But I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna like I said, I haven't had time to reread it, even though I enjoy it myself. Enjoy your own book, you know. That's crazy. Oh my God. But yeah, I'm gonna go through it again. Like I said, I'm in the future with this thing, and I don't know if I should just retype it on my laptop and save it on one of those little things you put on the side, that little data saver, I forgot what it's called, and keep it in there, because the whole book would probably fit in there, and then send it to somebody, send it to a publisher, right? I mean, isn't that how they used to do it? They used to put in that little thingy, the little disc that goes on the side, and then send it to somebody, and then they can read the whole manuscript. I love the future, and then I hate the future at the same time, because it's just so, if you don't know, you know what you're doing, then you don't know what you're doing. I don't even know how long I've been on here. Let me find out. Hold on. So, only 12 minutes. Okay. So, I still wanted, what do you call it? What was I going to say? I have so many crafts to do. So much to do. And I finished already one of my teacups. And it came out really cute. And I want to, you know, set it up so it can, I want to glue the spoon on there with the sugar cubes, but then I thought I can't really glue the sugar cubes because they're real. And I don't want them to be real. Just, you know, bugs, things like that, you never know. So I found a little styrofoam thing, and it looks perfect. So I'm gonna cut those in little cubes, and I'm gonna glue those on there instead. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. And then I'm gonna put it together and take a snapshot and probably put it on Instagram or somewhere so everybody can see it. Okay, so I'm gonna try real hard not to watch Stranger Things.